So good morning everybody, and a very warm welcome to Mildenhall and Volmer, and today is the HST project's grand finale preview. And the reason why it's a preview is because I'm going to deliberately keep this short, purely because the actual grand finale is near enough an hour and a half, going on for nearly 2 hours long. And that is because it's pretty much a complete comprehensive guide as to how I've converted my Lima from an intercity livery to a first Great Western livery. So if that is something that you are interested in, then it is a really comprehensive guide as to how I've gone and done it. I've tried to keep it as short as possible, but at the same time, it's like it does take time to film all of it, and it takes time to explain things, and I think it's more important that you can actually see what I'm doing as opposed to just trying to rush through it. So that's why this is going to be kept short. It's deliberately, like I said, a preview to the main project. So in this video, all I'm going to do is literally show you from where we started to where we've ended up without too much detail. And between my live stream and my HST grand finale, that will basically cover everything that you're going to need to know if you are interested in taking on such a project. So this is where we started, and we started with this Lima Intercity HST. I had two intercity variants, and I had a blue-grey variant, and I had an executive variant. The executive variant was my failed HST. So I have since got the decals from Railtech, and again, a massive shout out to them and thank you to them. And again, that will be covered in more detail in the main video. So this is just to show you where we've ended up. So I think I mentioned on my last video that the numbers threw me for a loop from Railtech transfers, because what was actually on their website wasn't actually the same HST numbers I got before. However, that being said, I've managed to get the numbers that I want. So I have one that I've seen, one that I've travelled on, and one that is random. So this is the one that I've actually travelled on, and I actually travelled on this particular HST on my birthday, and it was actually in this colour scheme, in the blue colour scheme. So here we go. So this is 43029, and I've since changed the roof panelling from when you last saw it, because I come across a photograph and that showed that the arrangement was like this. And as you can see, it's got the first logo on the bottom. I've actually added sun visors on the inside, and then you've got the first Great Western logo and the numbering and all the various bits and pieces. There's also some warning panels. On the back is data panels and some panels, electric warning signs as well. So I'm really pleased with this. It has toned down a little bit since it's dried fully, but I probably am going to be doing some weathering or some type of weathering to it to tone it down a bit further. But I'm really impressed with the results so far. So this is 43029. The next one is 43020. Now this is the one that I ordered separately with nameplates. So that's the MTU nameplates. 43020. I've seen this a few times. I've also added the sun visors on the front as well, and it's also got the First Great Western logo there. And again, it's all pretty much the same, and I'm really pleased with the results. Again, I'm probably going to get some weathering powders and try and tone the roof down and tone the body down in general, but I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It's running on the layout nicely, so that is really cool. Now, my fourth one is probably the most interesting one of the lot to many. This is my failed HST that I've made. There's, like I said, the grand finale does cover this particular one in great detail. And I'm just going to show you again. It's very similar to all of them. It's 43176. Now I had to make this number up because this number of the numbers that they gave me, because they gave me 43175, 43027, and there was another one, and basically all those HSTs were named, and it didn't come with the nameplates at all. So the only one that came with the nameplates was the one that I actually paid separate for, which was 43020. So I specifically paid extra for that. So me being a bit OCD, I didn't really want to put the numbers that they've provided me without having the proper nameplates to go with it. So I looked at the numbers that I had, and I saw on YouTube that 43176 was actually a First Great Western HST, but it wasn't named. So that's why I've renamed it, why I put this one as 43176, because 175 and 027 were both named, but obviously I haven't got the nameplates for them. So I wanted to keep it proper. And this particular HST, 43176, has actually gone up to Scotland. In terms of its appearance, it looks different because it's got a coupling on the front of it, which allows it to be hauled by a locomotive, by another diesel. And that is the panel that raises up. And then this hook is connected to the chassis. I have tried to put this further back, but I don't think it was going to work. I looked at it and I thought it's not going to work if I push this further back. The reason being is that there's a little notch on this coupling which kind of gets in the way. But this actually, as you will see in the grand finale clip, it does actually get dragged around the layout very easily and very well by a diesel locomotive. And this is a one-of-a-kind HST. I haven't seen anybody do this. And if you are interested in something like this or creating your own, then do look at my grand finale video coming up. But like I said, be warned, it is going to be a very long video. But that's purely because it's a really comprehensive video. It really does go through many of the processes that I've done to actually get to this point. In terms of the actual utensils and the colours, tools I should say, that I've used, that's also covered by the live stream. So if you've not sure of the colours, they are covered within my live stream that I did. But like I said, if you are interested in making one of these, it is covered pretty much in the grand finale, and you can make your own. Like I said, and if you have any issues with it or you want to ask any questions, then obviously you can leave comments in the comments section below. And what I'll do is, if there is quite a few comments, I might put up a little question and answer session as per regards to explaining some of the things that I've done. But basically, I now have a HST that I can drag around the layout. And this has actually got a NEM coupling. So this can actually be taken out, and then you can put your KDs if you want on it, or whatever it is, or your Hunt's couplings, whichever you choose to use. So that's how I've done it. It's always more difficult when you're trying to there you go. And once again, it's got the sun visors, the roof detail, and it's got the logos, and it's all ready to go. So I've now got 3 HSTs and 1 still remaining in the Intercity livery, which may very well be kept in this livery. I'm not sure yet what's happening with this one, but it may very well stay in this livery. So that's about it from me for today. Like I said, thank you for watching the preview, and like I said, the preview was also a bit of a warning to let you know that the grand finale video will be very long. But like I said, if you want to watch it, then feel free. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. It's not an issue for me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not into subscriber numbers and analytics and things like that. So I'm just simply doing it for those who feel like they'd like to have a go, or they feel that's something they'd like to have on their layout. So if you are interested in creating something like that and the process, like I said, even though I used this particular one to create what you see, the process is still the same in terms of the painting, the rubbing down and all the rest of it is still the same on whichever one you use, whether it be that one or that one. So it doesn't really make any difference. So until the next time, it's bye from Mildenhall and Volmer, and look out for the grand finale video if you are so interested. So bye for now. Bye.